Guys, welcome back to Beautiful Mind. Today we're going to be talking about sidereal time and an update to a previous sidereal updates. I want to just say thank you to all my viewers and all my subscribers. And if you've been paying attention to my channel, you've been gently rewarded. If you're new here, I'm Roland Attenborough. I'm the leading GAN scientific researcher. And today we're just going to dive right in and we're going to go look at our sidereal dates and times. All right, this is an update to a request made by a friend of mine, Shiori from China. And Shiori had some great questions about sidereal time. And our previous two sidereal counts, we took it from our bottom here in November 10th and November 22nd. Those are where our counts are all coming from. So let's just go have a quick look at that while we update here. I guess this computer doesn't want to. All right, so all right. So we're talking about this bottom from November here. This first one from the 10th, this next one from the 22nd. These are these two time dates, and they have a sidereal time, and we're just going to go quickly take a look at that so you can see that November 10th, the sidereal date is 3:16. I'm not sure if you can see that well enough. I'll just make that a little bigger. And I wanted to show you that. So while we're talking about ephemeris, you guys just go over to AstroSeek. This is what I use. I go to the Astro tools. These are the tools I use right here. And I also use this retrograde one as well. And I also look at astrocartography, the best place on Earth to live. And I figured out mine is down by Mexico, by the tropics. Anyways, I've often wondered why I was geared to go to there. Anyway, so this is your ephemeris tables. This is what I use. And in it, you can find your sidereal time. And I have a question in one of my tutorials about winning a square of 9. And if you just give me the answer, I'll send you a square of 9. We've got quite a few winners already. So let's just get back to this now. And we're going to now update where you're at. We won't go through the whole entire campaign, but I think it's probably fair for us to take a look at our update. Let's do that. So we had from, let's go do our first bottom here. So from our last update from our sidereal time, we were discussing that this August 10th and 11th, we'd have a top, and we did have a swing top there. So adding 2 hours and 15 minutes would bring us up to September 14th for a swing top. I think we're having a lower swing top right now, if I'm not mistaken. It's certainly looking like it right now. So just make this maybe a little bigger if we move that. So it looks like we are approaching a possible swing top here, as this is stating. So that's another check mark for a swing top. Let's go take a look at our second bottom, right, from November 22nd here. And let's go take a look at that update. So on that update, we were talking that our next swing top would come in, and this one as well states September 14th as well, when we add 1 hour and 30 minutes to our August 22nd bottom here. So that's pretty interesting, you guys. So that's a major hit here. So we have an area of double confluence again. We have two September 14ths, one from our November 10th low, which I just showed you back here. Right here. So the next one after will be this October 18th. Probably be a bit of a higher swing high or a breakout here. Let's go have a look and see what we can see for the next one for that one. Well, after September 14th here, our second top here is showing us, our bottom is showing us we could be looking at October 6th and 7th as the next area where we could see a swing top and a move down. And I've been stating that between 6th and the 16th or around there, we could have a tumultuous pullback as well. We could also have another swing top up to the 29th and 30th on this sidereal time, because we're only adding 1 hour and 30 minutes here. So what can we expect as well moving forward? Well, another swing top coming over from our secondary, our first bottom here. We go to our 10th computation here. We add 2 hours and 15 minutes from our October 18th, where I expect we could be having a breakout and a swing top thing here. You know, we're going to be having these bottoms just before this, and then a big little rollover swing top or a breakout. And then our next one is stating that we could have a swing low or a swing top even just after the inauguration. But I'm kind of thinking it's probably going to be, it might just be a swing low here. It would be some good news if it was a swing top. That's for sure. That would be a great news. And I was expecting that we will have another swing top, adding 2 hours and 15 minutes from this area here, this swing low. That our next top would be the 25th and 26th. And on my ephemerises, I'm just going to show you quickly, as I have months and months in advance made for you guys. Well, made for myself, more or less. Let's go take a look at it really quickly here. I haven't even drawn out the whole ephemeris, but I already tell you that there's going to be a top on the 25th to the 30th, and that there's going to be these channels and stuff and whatnot. So I write down what's going to happen, just like I wrote down what's going to happen in November, just like I wrote down what's going to happen in October. Right? Here we are in September. We're going to have a series of lows come in here. So just watching this. Anyways, so back to our sidereal time. On this update, I felt that it was probably important that we talked about this, because there's two September 14th dates that are coinciding here. And I just wanted to make sure that I covered that. So watch out for that. There's it's possible rollover here. We could have a little breakout here and retest these areas, because as you can see, I was saying this was a last chance swing top, and we had our dead cat bounce right up to this angle. So if we break above this, we could come up and rest upon and get a bunch of resistance here. We won't be in a bull market until this 28-day moving average has crossed above and has gotten a lot of strength and is moving up at a steep angle, much kind of like what happens here when we cross this orange 45 moving average here. So I'm expecting that we're either gonna have another big pull up, and the highest we can go right now is this old swing top right here. If we get above this angle, then our projection is a course up to here. Now, it's just resting on this angle, and we have another overhead angle that's a soft moving up. So if we don't start to gain some strength and sit on these, then we're going to be pushing back down again. You know, you guys, it takes a lot of force to pump water or anything up into the air, or to keep it elevated, and it falls down just so much easier. So it takes a lot of energy to pump this up. But after that whole time of pumping it up and holding it there, just one little hole, and that's it. The energy just subsides. So this is possible here that we're moving back to this area. If we were to break this, as we've been talking about, that would be very detrimental, and that would signal that we would be moving probably very, very much to the downside. If we were to suffer a reaction here and come back down and push below, and this became an overhead resistance, that would be very bad, and we'd be moving down to these levels. It's in the cards. However, we've been speaking about the scenario that this could move sideways for months, and you would just get so tired of Bitcoin bouncing between 25 and 31 that you would just go to sleep. And by the time it broke down, you would have forgotten about it. Or when it broke above, you would be caught off guard and miss that opportunity. So we need to pay attention to this. And this is why I take the care and the time to do the work and to do these things. And that's why you're on this channel. And if you like my work, hit that like and subscribe, tear it to pieces, share it with your colleagues. Okay, next we're going to go to how to use your ephemeris and set up your square 9 and place your planetary pieces. Let's just quickly go take a look at a couple of things that I'm talking about. So when you go over to your trusty ephemeris here, this ephemeris here will show you how to place your planets correctly on your square 9. As you can see, I have September here. You just have to go down to the right date, which I don't have populated right there. So today is Sunday the 17th. That's the sidereal time. That's where the sun is, the moon, and all the planets. So we're just going to go and do the square of 9 right now and set up our planetary bodies. So let's go take a look at that. Okay, it's just going to take me a second here to readjust this.